Background on the identification of the MELCs. The department, through the Bureau of Curriculum Development, Curriculum Standards Development Division, in collaboration with the Assessment Curriculum and Technology Research Center or the ACTRC, started working on the identification of essential learning competencies in the middle of 2019 as part of its review of the intended curriculum. Bureau specialists, academic experts, and field implementers work together to reach a consensus regarding the criteria to be used and mechanisms to adopt in determining these competencies. Initiated by Secretary Leonor Magdalez Briones, the K-12 curriculum review is not just meant to fulfill one of the provisions of Republic Act 10533 to review the curriculum, but is also part of her continuing commitment to ensure quality, relevant, and liberating education. After the four phases of curriculum review are completed, the Secretary will convene the Curriculum Consultative Committee to present the findings as provided for in Section 6 of the same Republic Act. The review focused on articulation within and across learning areas and grade levels, which led to the identification of gaps, issues, and concerns. Moreover, areas for improvement that would enhance the learning engagement, experience, and outcomes were identified and subsequent solutions were recommended. Results of the review from the workshop series provided an overview of the articulation of learning competencies in each learning area. Specifically, the review covered the following: 1. Mapping of the essential and desirable learning competencies within the curriculum, identification of prerequisite knowledge and skills needed to prepare students for essential learning competencies, and third, analysis of the interconnectedness of prerequisite knowledge and skills among the learning competencies for each subject area. With regards to the essential learning competencies were defined as what the students need, considered indispensable, the teaching learning process to build skills to equip learners for subsequent grade levels and consequently for lifelong learning. On the other hand, desirable learning competencies were defined as what may enhance education but may not be necessary in building foundational skills. A list of the characteristics of essential learning competencies was provided to help the participants decide which among the learning competencies are the most important. The characteristics of an essential learning competency is essential if, number one, it is aligned with national, state, and/or local standards or frameworks. Example, scientifically literate Filipinos. 2. It connects the content to higher concepts across content areas. 3. It is applicable to real-life situation. 4. It would be important for students to acquire the competency after he or she left that particular grade level. And 5. It would not be expected that most students would learn this through their parents or communities if not taught at school. These characteristics are based on a US-developed competency validation rubric, which is intended to assure that learning competencies can reach the highest level of quality and comparability across schools. That is, in accordance to the New Hampshire Department of Education 2012. Adaptations were made for relevance in the Philippine context. From the ELCs to MELCs, as the department anticipates the challenges in employing various schemes in the delivery of the learning standards due to COVID-19, the number of the identified essential learning competencies per quarter were further reduced. Thus, the term most essential learning competencies. In determining the criteria for the selection of the MELCs, the department collaborated with stakeholders from ACTRC, during which the descriptor endurance was considered the primary determining factor. A learning competency is considered enduring if it remains with learners long after a test or unit of study is completed, or it is useful beyond a single test or unit of study. Examples of such learning competencies include research skills, reading comprehension, writing, map reading, and hypothesis testing, which are essential in many professions and in everyday life according to Reeves 2002, Maney and Horrell of 2014. The department then identified the MELCs across all learning areas through the application of these undertakings. Necessary in this process is the decision whether a learning competency is to be retained, merged, dropped, or rephrased. As a general rule, a learning competency is retained if it satisfies the endurance criterion, which greatly contributes to lifelong learning and is prerequisite skill to the next grade level. Two or more learning competencies are merged or clustered if they have the same objective or learning intention and can therefore be combined into one comprehensive learning competency. However, learning competencies are removed, dropped, due to the following reasons. They are too specific, and the articulation is similar to that of that learning objective. They are deemed appropriate to be introduced in an earlier quarter or grade level or moved to a last quarter or grade level. They are recurring, and they are subsumed in another learning competency. Finally, a learning competency is rephrased to be more concise. Examine the examples that follow. In Araling Panlipunan, in the first column, we have the K-12 CG or curriculum guide. Second column, we have the MELCs. And third column, we have the justification or the reason. For the reason to be merged, for example, letter A, nauunawaan ang konsepto ng komunidad. Letter B, nasasabi ang payak na kahulugan ng komunidad. At letter C, nasasabi ang mga halimbawa ng komunidad. Sa MELCs na ipapaliwanag ang konsepto ng komunidad. That is in AP2 of quarter 1. Now, what's the reason? Sapat ng isang kasanayang pagpapakatuto upang maisakatuparan ang layuning maunawaan ang konsepto ng komunidad. Now, the reason for drop. Na ipapakita sa iba't ibang sining ang pagmamalaki sa mga natatanging kaugalian, paniniwala at tradisyon ng iba't ibang lalawigan sa kinabibilangang rehiyon. That is in AP3 PKR, this is the CG code of ILL-9, H9. Now, in the MELCs na ipamamalas ang pagpapahalaga sa pagkakatulad at pagkaiba-iba ng mga kultura gamit ang sining na nagpapakilala sa lalawigan at rehiyon. Halimbawa, tula, awit, sayaw, pinta, at iba pa. That is in AP3 of quarter 3. For the reason, masyadong espesipiko ang nasabing kasanayang pampagkatuto, kaya ito ay pinalitan ng mas komprehensibong paraan. Why is it in retain? It is retained because nakagagawa ng wastong pagkilos sa pagtugon sa mga alintuntunin ng pamilya. That is in AP1 of quarter 2. Now sa MELCs, nakagagawa ng wastong pagkilos sa pagtugon sa mga alintuntunin ng pamilya. What's the reason of retain? Komprehensibo ang nasabing kasanayang pagkatuto sa unang baitang. Now, as teachers, please go over of the MELCs and the corresponding codes based on the subjects that you are handling. So, since we are in the social studies, I'm just presenting the example in Araling Panlipunan of the junior high school. Now, the content and performance standards are directly lifted from the curriculum guides. Its conclusion is to emphasize that the identification of MELCs is anchored on the prescribed standards and not a departure from the standards-based basic education curriculum. Thus, teachers are encouraged to refer to the 2016 curriculum guides or CGs in unpacking the MELCs. Field implementers and private schools are encouraged to contextualize the most essential learning competencies in order to accommodate the varying context of learners, teachers, learning environment, and support structures, considering both the content and performance standards. It is advantageous for students to learn the concepts and skills in the MELCs through meaningful activities and scenarios relatable to them and within the context of the student's own environment. The MELCs are implementable as long as the design activities also teach the procedures and processes on how and when to apply those knowledge and skills in a given context. With this, Filipino learners are guaranteed relevant and quality basic education despite the current health crisis.